5x10 camper, by the way. Make sure you catch that. Got to work on the radius. What I want it to do is just go from about here on up like this. And this is a measurement I've used before, so I liked it. Maybe a little bit of an adjustment. When you're picking a shape on your camper, pretty much just keep trying something until it looks good to you. Once it looks good, then it's good. Yeah, I need to put that back. See, that's looking good, huh? There's really no right shape, just the shape that you like the shape, that shape is good. Shape is good. I did miss it by a little bit. Now, if you're like in a group or something, I don't know, Kenskill, Benaroy, just regular, whatever that requires a certain shape, then you might want to go get that certain shape. Doing this for you to make you happy, then put a shape on it you like. Then we'll go to the front. And I want about a 4-inch drop in the front, so. There's 4 right there. I did that to you before, but like I said, make it the way you like it. All my screws got moved around. Oh, there they are. They got moved around by me and I forgot where I put them. And that's 4, so I'm back about. More tornillos, screw fastener, whatever you want to call it. together. And when I look down here, I can see a curve that did not appeal to me. So I'm looking at it again. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. That one out. Yeah, I think that looks good. Just pencil that sucker in. Try not to push against your straight edge here, curve edge. There you go. And there you have it. There you go. Sound like a car salesman. There I have it. There I go. Squeaking the screw. Okay, so we just rinse and repeat. We stick that panel together. Let's see. I guess you can see that out of the corner of your left eye. We stick that panel together right there. And then we'll go back and make our radius like we did here. And then watch over here, watch my hand so you don't get seasick. Whee! And then we'll do the same drop down there. If you look right here, I want to put a kayak rack on here, and it's not necessary to have so much flat roof. But I want to have some flat to it. That'll give you, like 39 inches of flat, but so I can put my Max Air roof vent fan on it. And then when I put plywood on the roof, I'll put a little piece of metal, or not metal, but a little piece of wood to raise it up so the wood is actually peaked in the middle. Like, that's a gross exaggeration, but just a tiny peak in the middle, so the water shed to the side and shed that way. So all I got to do now is everything I haven't finished. That's simple, right? So I guess my next step is let this cure. I can't really cut it on this because it's clamped down, and once it cures out, I'll cut this out, and then we'll cut the door out at the last minute. And you can see I made some marks so I don't make a mistake. This is going to be, yeah, this is going to be the right side, which is the passenger side. I had left side, passenger side. See, this is passenger door, right side. So when you take this piece and turn it up like this and cut the door out of it, then I'll lose that seam. And I'll still have between the fender, which the fender starts about here. Let's see, can you see right there? Nope. Fender starts right about here. And I can put the door up here, and that gives me, that'll give me about 20 inches of cabinets across the front on the inside, because I'm not going to do a galley. The other camper was great. I loved it. But like I said before, I'm going to keep building campers till I find one that I can't live without. And even then, I might still keep on building them. It's a good hobby. But I can remember a couple times when we're laying there in the camper and go, oh man, I sure like a cold beverage. And then you have to get up go out to the back of the camper. That this way I can have air conditioner, a cooler, maybe a fridge, or a fridge or a cooler, one or the other, or both, and some drawers. And it'd be about the same thing as having a galley. Anyway, see you on the next one.